Cancerians, welcome, welcome. We're going to build you a pyramid here. Special shout out to my sister Laura, my cousin Bubba, and one of my best friends, Arisha. Love you guys. We're going to go ahead and get going here. I'm going to basically stop introducing how I do things and just kind of get moving because I want to do a bunch more readings and put them out more often. And those 35, 40-minute readings, although I do love listening to myself talk, doing, 3, 4, 5 signs, it's a lot when they're that long. And maybe when I build my chops up some more, we'll get back to the longer readings so that you all can have more of me. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Fresh Lava Productions. It's just like any other YouTube channel, except with more me. Returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. Yep, I'm going to stop right there. We'll go ahead and build your pyramid and see what we got crack-a-lacking here. This is Buddy. He's very pleased to meet you if you haven't met him already. He loves to get up on the table during the readings and walk around and sometimes knock stuff over, but he's a cat, so it's pretty normal. Hope you are all doing well, and I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I love me some Cancerians. Fine people, salt of the earth. All right, that felt really good. Let's see what we got going on here. Moving on, moving right along. Move along, nothing to see here. In this case, it's stay right where you are. There's plenty to see here. All right. Everybody getting prepared for Thanksgiving. My mama is coming over and I'm going to cook Thanksgiving dinner for her. She's in town for a particular work project. And so, unlike usual where I would be in South Carolina, I'll be here with mama eating some turkey and stuffing and my should be world famous roasted potatoes. I make the best roasted potatoes. Okay, I went to the best potato school. I make the best potatoes. And what else? I'm gonna make gravy, but she probably won't eat that because of the version of potatoes that we're gonna have. I'm gonna have homemade mac and cheese that I'm also gonna make, and I make the best mac and cheese. Let me just tell you. Let's see, green beans, and one of your foundation stones just blew right over. We'll just leave it there. King of Swords for one of your interior foundation stones. Generally, it's going to be somebody in your life, Cancer, that is really good with words. Laura's probably talking about me. Dominates conversations if he is so inclined. And I'll just go on talking about myself. But seriously, folks, Cancerians are incredibly emotional. All water signs are, although Pisceans especially, but Cancers and Scorpios too, I think, depending on where it is in your chart, are really emotional people, but they'll be kind of picky about who they choose to show those emotions to, because we do live in such a dark world. You don't really want to go around letting people know how big your heart is, because that's when they think they can take advantage of you. And unfortunately, a lot of the times they're right. That's something Leos have to watch out for, because Leos have huge hearts, but they can also be kind of aloof. And so they might be easier to take advantage of than the people that stay more guarded. All right. Let's see what we got going on, folks. Eventually, I'm going to just kind of put out a video that talks about the layout that I do, how I designed it myself, and basically what all the things are. You'll hear me say things if you're new, like heart stone, foundation stones, throat stones, love stones. And I'm going to make a video basically so that I don't have to explain it every time, because I'm hoping for new viewers every time I do a video. But I'm going to put sort of an introduction to my layout video out. I'm also going to go back at some point, I swear you guys, those of you that are more interested in astrology than tarot, I'm going to go back and finish the personality trait series. Now I've got Tauruses, Aquarians, and is it Taurians? Tauruses? Taurians, Aquarians, Leos, and Leo Virgo cusp, because that's me. But I'm going to go back, finish the rest of the regular signs. I'm also going to go back and do all the cusps, because being the cusp of exposure, I can tell you from experience that cuspers don't get quite enough, well, exposure. Yes, I did that on purpose. Oh boy, Cancerians, what you got? Alrighty. Whew. There is a battle in your heartstone, Cancerians. What do you got going on? Some of y'all are in a serious battle between your heart and your mind. I'm feeling like your heart might even be losing the battle. Don't do that. If this is for you, if your heart is losing a war with your mind, stop the fight, dismiss what your mind has to say, and follow your heart. Some of you guys, there is an actual fight I'm hearing between people that you love that's on your heart constantly. Your love stones, the King of Wands. So some of you are in love with a Leo, and the Three of Cups. Some of you, your love stone, the Three of Cups is typically a celebration card, but being an intuitive reader, I just talk about what the cards tell me to talk about. Some of you all, okay, Cancerians, some of you guys are literally, on your heart is the fight taking place between someone that you love and your children. Your significant other doesn't have to be a man just because it's the King of Wands. Doesn't have to be a Leo either. But this person is a fiery individual, but I'm getting the sense that you love them because of that. You love their passion. But this person is a little bit misguided. They're, I won't say emotionally immature, but they are emotionally young, a younger soul as opposed to what you've heard people call old souls. And if you're the Cancerians in which, excuse me, there's an argument or some sort of fight going on between your children or younger people, could be younger friends of yours, and the person that you're in love with, the person that you're in love with is wrong. They're in the wrong. And this is what's bothering you, because you don't want to damage the relationship with the person that you love, obviously. But you also have, Cancerians have incredible loyalty, that's for sure. But also you're protective, just like any good parent. And this isn't specific to Cancerians. Anybody that's a good parent, doesn't matter what your sign is. But what I'm feeling like is you love your children very much. For you others, you love your friends very much, and you feel very protective of them, and you are caught in a very difficult situation. Your foundation stone, and I'm picking up this King of Swords energy, is somebody that's highly intelligent, that you may not at this point be going to for advice on what to do about what's going on there. I would advise you to go and talk to that person. They're in your foundation stone because they're somebody whose opinion you trust. Maybe you don't want to tell them about what's going on because you're afraid of what they might say. But whatever's going on, you guys, don't worry. don't worry. Eight of Swords in reverse and the Empress are your throat stones. If you're matching the scenario that I'm feeling, the Empress actually is going to represent the person that you have talked to, but I'm getting the feeling that you talked to this person, male or female, because you already kind of knew what they were going to say, and you were comforted by knowing that, and so that's why you went and talked to them. But this is the guy, the King of Swords, typically air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, but it doesn't have to be. It's just somebody that's highly intelligent, and they are a good giver of advice. Seek this person out if you're mulling, and being right next to the Six of Swords, they have the tools that you need to resolve the conflict that's going on, Cancerians. Also in your foundation stone, the Three of Rods and the Two of Pentacles. You have a lot of resources at your disposal, and it's not just people. Your networking ability is out of sight, I'm hearing. That's the overall message that I'm getting. I'm going to look up the Eight of Swords in reverse real quick. And most of the time, you guys, a lot of what I say, being an intuitive reader, sometimes I just take one card and don't pay attention to it at all. Sometimes I say I'm going to look up a card's definition, but then if I'm satisfied with the message that I get, I don't. And, yep, that's just how I roll. Eight of Swords in reverse. And the cards are really nothing more than clues. You don't have to know the definition to every single card, although it helps to have a good base knowledge about what you're doing. But when your intuition is popping like mine is, son, you don't necessarily always need to go to the book. And you get the messages that you were supposed to get, and that's what that is. But I am going to look up the Eight of Swords in reverse really quick here. Past events come back to haunt you. A few extra safety precautions will prevent accidents. And although that says what it says, I'm really getting the strong sense that that's related to this. This person has all of the mental tools that you're going to need in order to resolve the conflict. The Eight of Swords in reverse is actually pointing back down to this King of Swords that I was talking about earlier. And I'm going to read that one more time, because I've already forgotten. A few extra safety precautions. And yeah, I feel like that's what that's talking about. The extra safety precaution that some of you guys should take here is going to consult this guy, whoever the King of Swords represents for you in your life. That's what I've got for you. I'm going to stop right there and we'll get on to your capstone. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Dear higher self, thank you for speaking loudly and clearly in peaceful ways that I easily understand. Archangel Raphael, thank you for guiding me to listen to my inner wisdom. And your inner wisdom, your intuitive nature, your intuition, your heart may have brought you right here to hear what you needed to hear. So I hope this helps somebody, and I'm going to go into the book to get the extended definition for you to listen to your intuitive feelings. When you're worried about your health or other issues, it's normal to look for answers by talking to others or researching books or articles. Yet this card reminds you to look inward for answers as well. Go into hermit mode, folks. Go inside. What you're looking for is in your heart. Don't worry about what's on your heart, but funny enough, that's the same place that you need to go to get the answers that you're looking for. After all, you're the one who truly knows your body, including how it feels and what it needs. And that isn't just talking about your physical body, your body as in people that you're connected to, body of work, if you're a writer. Archangel Raphael wants you to listen to your physical and emotional feelings, honor them, and tell your healthcare professional, whomever that may be, talking about. In this case, I think that's going to be your King of Swords. You may be providing important clues for your treatment by speaking candidly, so don't omit any of the details. Raphael will give you courage to be assertive, ensuring that all of your needs are met. Possible specific meanings: if you're getting a feeling or thought about making a change, trust this message. Healers and would-be healers would benefit from consulting their intuition in their healthcare protocol. Know that you have the right to your feelings and you needn't justify them to anyone. Only work with people who will listen to your feelings. So, Cancerians, I hope I'm saying that right. I mean, I don't think Cancers is necessarily wrong, but I'm going to call you Cancerians just because I feel like it. That's what I got for you. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. If you find me entertaining, and let's be honest, who wouldn't find this guy with two thumbs right here entertaining? I really appreciate y'all stopping by. I will see you next time with more messages